Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best laptop for photo editing.
Starting at number 5.
Dell XPS 15. Dell's XPS 15 9530 boasts a gorgeous 3.5K OLED display, 137.9% DCI-P3 color gamut, and a powerful 13th Gen Intel Core i7/NVIDIA RTX 4070 combo, making it a photo editing powerhouse. While the battery life, 8 hours 58 minutes, may not be stellar, its performance and stunning visuals justify the starting price of $1,499, though the OLED display bumps it up to $2,799. Perfect for creative professionals. Just note that because of its high-res screen and demanding GPU, Dell's XPS 15 lasted 8 hours and 58 minutes on Laptop Mag's battery test, which fell short of the premium laptop battery average at the time of our review. The model we reviewed was $2,799, and though the base model starts at $1,499, you'll lose out on that stunning 3.5K OLED display.
Coming at number 4.
Acer Swift 3. Our budget pick is the Acer Swift 314 2020. Despite its wallet-friendly price, this 14-inch model has a sturdy build, and its battery lasts a full day of light use. You can configure it with an Intel 11th Gen Core i5 or i7 CPU, up to 16 GB of memory, and up to 512 GB of storage. The display's resolution is only 1080p and only has full sRGB coverage. This is fine if you want to edit some photos to post on social media or other websites, but not for professional print photography. For ports, you get 2 USB-As, 1 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4, a full-size HDMI, and a headphone jack. The main drawbacks compared to the Lenovo we recommend above are the CPU's performance as well as the size and sharpness of the display.
At number 3.
Lenovo Yoga 7i. If you're on a tighter budget and want something more modest, get the Lenovo Yoga 7i 16 2023. This 2-in-1 convertible is easy to carry around for a 16-inch device, and its battery lasts over 12 hours of light use, so you don't need to worry about bringing a charger. You can get this laptop with an FHD Plus or QHD Plus display. We recommend the latter, as its higher resolution lets you see small details more clearly when editing photos. It only has full sRGB coverage, so it isn't suitable for those working in Adobe RGB. This laptop is available with Intel 13th Gen U or P-series CPUs. You can get up to 16 GB of RAM and 1 TB of storage. Just remember that the memory isn't user replaceable, so make sure to get enough for your needs up front. Ports include 2 USB-C/Thunderbolt 4s and a micro SD card reader, allowing you to easily transfer photos from your camera to the laptop or connect external displays. If you like working with a stylus, the display supports pen input, but depending on the model, you may have to buy the pen separately. You can get this laptop directly from Lenovo if you have trouble finding it elsewhere.
Number 2 of my list.
HP Spectre. If you don't need a powerful workstation with a discrete GPU, get the HP Spectre X36014 2024 instead. Like the HP Omen Transcend 14 2024 mentioned above, this premium 2-in-1 convertible has a beautiful OLED display with near-full Adobe RGB coverage. The display supports pen input if you prefer working with a stylus. However, you may have to buy the pen separately, as it isn't always included in the box. As for the configuration, you can get it with the same Intel Meteor Lake CPUs, up to a Core Ultra 7, paired with up to 32 GB of RAM and 2 TB of storage. It has an excellent haptic touchpad, an outstanding 4K webcam, and a decent port selection with 2 Thunderbolt 4 ports. The battery lasts around 11 hours of light use, which is impressive for a Windows laptop. One thing to know, the OLED display flickers, so it may cause eye strain if you're sensitive to display flicker. The base model starts at $1,450 MSRP. You can get it directly from HP if you have trouble finding it elsewhere. For Mac users, we recommend the Apple MacBook Air 15 2024. This 15-inch ultra-portable has a sturdy build, all-day battery life, and a fast SoC, M3, that can easily handle photo editing tasks. Thanks to its SoC's power efficiency, it has an even longer battery life than the HP, lasting almost 13 hours of light use. Plus, this is a fanless device, so you don't have to worry about loud fan noise distracting you from your work. Its large 15-inch display lets you work more comfortably and looks incredibly sharp. However, its contrast ratio is much lower since it's an IPS panel, and it doesn't have full Adobe RGB coverage, as it's missing the highly saturated greens. Another downside is that it only has 2 USB-C ports. The M3 model supports 2 external displays, which is an improvement over its M2 predecessor, but this model can only do so with the laptop closed.
And number 1.
Apple 2023 MacBook. The best laptop for photo editing we've tested is the Apple MacBook Pro 14, M3, 2023. This premium workstation has more than enough processing power to handle complex photo editing tasks and provides an amazing user experience overall. You can configure it with a base M3, M3 Pro, or M3 Max SoC, so you can choose based on your budget and the amount of processing power you need. Apple's M3 chips are even more power efficient than their M2 predecessors, resulting in an even longer battery life of 14 to 15 hours of light use. Its sharp mini LED display gets bright enough to combat glare in well-lit settings, and it's superbly calibrated out of the box, so you can get right to work with no further calibration needed. The only downside is that it doesn't have full coverage of the Adobe RGB color space, as it can't reproduce the highly saturated greens. The Apple MacBook Pro 16, M3, 2023, is also a good choice if you want more screen space, but it isn't as portable and costs more. A great Windows alternative is the HP Omen Transcend 14, 2024. Although it carries the Omen name, this model has a relatively tame design, so it won't stick out in a professional work environment. It's available with Intel Core Ultra CPUs and NVIDIA 40 series discrete GPUs, giving you plenty of power to tackle intensive tasks. The Core Ultra CPUs also sport an NPU, Neural Processing Unit, which some photo editing apps can leverage to accelerate certain functions, like image generation. The overall user experience is great. It has a gorgeous 120Hz OLED display with near-full Adobe RGB coverage, an excellent touchpad, and a wide port selection, including 2 USB/Thunderbolt 4s and an HDMI 2.1. There's no SD card reader like the MacBook Pro, though. Another downside is its short battery life of around 6 to 7 hours of light use.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.